all, welcome to the Gen X Gamer podcast. This is your hosts, Kid Aquarius, and I am excited to be joined in the start of season 4 with my co-host, Nightshade.
Woo, woo, woo! Thank you, Corey.
Nightshade.
Thank you, Kid Aquarius. I'm just thrilled to be here. I've been worming my way into your good graces, trying to get on the show as much as possible, and now here we go with the exciting new season.
Yeah. I mean, you made the cut, and that audition process, it was brutal. I mean, we had tears, people walking out of the room, and in the end, you were the last one standing.
We're going to have to do the behind the scenes, the follies, the good, the bad, and the real ugly.
Yeah, right. And so I'm just going to give a shout out there for any of you who are accessing this show via podcast, and you're like, what? It's on YouTube now? How do I get that? Well, there's two easiest ways to get that. Number one, you can go to GenXGamers.us. That is our website, and there you will see links to the YouTube channels. Or if you go to your podcast platform, whatever you're listening on, whether that's Anchor or Spotify or Apple Music, and if you drill down into the episode description for this episode, there will also be a hyperlink there that leads to the YouTube video. And then that way you can look at us, I guess. I guess that's more entertaining, maybe. And I'm going to go work on maybe my own personal physique and try to lose 30 pounds to make the YouTube channel look a little.
There we go. I'll just bring in the parameters a little so we'll get a little skinnier and taller looking.
Oh, well, that just got easier than I thought it was going to be. Hey, so one of the staples that is coming back for season 4 is the gaming news in a minute. So the whole point of this show is, actually, before I go there, the whole point of this show is to give other Gen X gamers out there and whoever else wants to listen. So all the way from the boomers down to whatever the newest generation is, I have no idea. What are we at? Is it Generation ZZZ? I have no idea. But whoever's watching, and specifically Gen Xers, we are here to tell you about the important information you need to know so that it sounds like you know what you're talking about when you talk gaming with your friends, because we know how hectic your lives are. You have kids, you have wives, you have jobs and husbands and partners and whatever. You have a million things going on, and we're here to make your life easier. And so this episode and the episodes moving forward, we are going to be picking those topics that we think are most relevant for you to know about. And then we're going to talk about them for quite in depth to give you some insights. But as a part of that, we have our segment called Gaming News in a Minute, where we kind of drill into more of the flaky, more interesting, detailed stories that perhaps we aren't going to address over the long haul, but they're interesting enough to mention. Well, then it's, of course, everyone's favorite time of the week. It's time for Gaming News in a Minute. Here we go. Okay, my first story is one that we should probably be talking about a lot more than just 1 minute. But if you haven't heard of the new game Valheim taking Steam by storm, then Odin curse you. Get with the times. This Norse-inspired Viking story starts with you dropping into the world by way of an eagle, which comes down from the heavens. And the game graphically looks only 1 or 2 steps ahead of Minecraft, which blows my mind that so many people are going crazy because it has broken all of the Steam records. It sold 3 million copies in days. There was a team of 5 people who worked on this game, and now it is just blowing everyone away. Either way, I spent about 45 minutes playing the game, and I did get sucked into it. I could definitely waste an evening or two gathering tools to build weapons and armor to be able to make a sacrifice and summon a god to battle with. It's definitely worth giving it a go, especially if you like survival games like Forest and Minecraft. Done.
Wow, exactly 60 seconds. So I'm diving in. What I really loved this week is I saw The Last of Us TV series coming out on HBO. They just released who's going to be in it. If you don't know The Last of Us, it's the 2013 game, and then the sequel that just came out, set in 2033, 20 years after the world's population has been decimated by this crazy fungus that turns people into zombie creatures, and anyone that's not a zombie has gone totally nuts and is going to kill their neighbor. And so who do we have in it? We have got the Mandalorian. Pedro Pascal is going to be the star. He's going to be our main character here, Joel, of course, the brutal smuggler who goes about. And then we've got Bella Ramsey, if you remember Game of Thrones, Lyanna Mormont, the fearless, ferocious child lord of House Mormont of Bear Island. We just can't go wrong. And this is going to be intense and Game of Thronesy.
Okay, so if you're going to bring up a movie, I'm going to bring up a movie. A new trailer was just released for perhaps one of the oldest gaming franchises that made the crossover from games to movies. Any ideas? Click, click. Mortal Kombat. You remember that old movie from the 90s where the soundtrack was much better than the movie. It had cheesy Christopher Lambert from Highlander as Raiden. The film was okay, painful, but this go around looks like it could be much better than some of the other online video game crossover movies that we've seen in recent years. This one promises what Mortal Kombat is known for. Gore, gore, and more gore, including fatalities in the movie. I mean, a PG-13 movie in the 90s was never truly going to do Mortal Kombat justice and really capture the real reason why we play the game. And the best part is it looks like Sub-Zero is going to shine and be much better than Scorpion this go around.
There we go. I've got another movie. We just got movies and movies just coming out. Uncharted, one of the top games around. I've only played Uncharted 4, but I fell in love with it. It changed my life, on the PS now. And now they've announced the film is coming out. They've been back and forth with it for a while. Everyone's been debating who's going to be the main person. If you don't know Uncharted, it's sort of like Indiana Jones, James Bond hybrid. And it's just, it had such a cinematic quality to the game that it lent itself to a perfect movie. It finished filming already in October 2020, releasing in late 2021. Hopefully it won't get delayed again. The main actor, who is Nathan Drake, is going to be Tom Holland from the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Spider-Man and many other shows. I really wanted it to be Nathan Fillion, our star from and captain from Firefly. They've also got Mark Wahlberg in it as Sully, Antonio Banderas, and a lot more.
Okay, all you deadbeats out there, since this is a Gen X Gamer podcast, you're probably not the deadbeat, and actually your kids in their early 20s are the deadbeat by now. But if they don't seem motivated by life and have no idea what to do with themselves, a company in Canada has posted an online application and marketing campaign to find gamers that they can pay to eat Doritos and review loot boxes filled with the biggest titles from the last year. You'll be paid hundreds of dollars and be given loot boxes valuing over $500 to play games like FIFA, Counter-Strike, Fortnite, Overwatch, Madden, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefield 5, Star Wars Battlefront 2. You get paid to play these games and eat Doritos. I mean, when I was a kid, it was a call center. Now in 2021, kids get paid to play video games. I was born in the wrong decade.
Ooh, and then my last one, Bungie announces its massive expansion. They are no longer a one gamer. They started out being the original Halo creators, then left that to get away from the Microsoft license on it, and they dumped into Destiny. And, we've got Destiny 1, Destiny 2, and one of the biggest games still. People just can't get enough of it. It keeps putting out new content. They are announced. They have a brand new studio that's going to be made in Amsterdam. They've made a ton of key talent investment hires, new board members that specialize in entertainment, media expertise. We're going to be seeing Destiny go into different types of media. It's no longer be just the video game that we know. And also, they've announced we have a new headquarters from 84,000 square feet. They're moving up to 208,000 square feet. They're going to have a new major IP that starts in 2025, and they're going to go wild.